North Korean nuclear warhead cruise missile, Hwasal-1 and Hwasal-2, attack simulation test. On March 22, 2023, there took place a launching drill to let strategic cruise missile units get familiar with the procedures and processes for carrying out the tactical nuclear attack missions. 2 Hwasal-1 type and 2 Hwasal-2 type cruise missiles hit the target in the sea after flying 1,500 and 1,800 kilometers long oval and pattern 8 routes. These cruise missiles are a strategic weapon of great significance and another effective deterrence means. North Korean Land Attack Cruise Missile, LCM, will almost certainly augment rather than supplant the existing, long-standing and extensive ballistic missile force. The ballistic missile force is already capable of accomplishing just about any mission a North Korean LCM can. These missiles traveled with an average speed of 700 km per hour along an oval and pattern 8 flight orbits in the air above the territorial land and waters of the DPRK, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and hit targets 1,500 and 1,800 km away. Hwasal-1 and Hwasal-2 missiles use a turbofan engine consistent with the reported range, speed and size of the missile. North Korea probably gained access to turbofan technology by acquiring Russian Kh-35 anti-ship cruise missiles some years before the deployment in 2014 of its own apparent spin-off, the Kumsong-3 KN-19 missile. The LAM's newly developed engine presumably is based on the Kumsong-3's. In contrast to previously released imagery, these cruise missiles were shown to fly and navigate at low altitude, with an interesting inlet design on Hwasal-1, the white one. The solid rocket booster used here is smokeless rocket propellant, double base or CL-20 based. Smokeless propellants are typically used for tactical missions, where the launcher needs to stay hidden. Smokeless propellants are slightly lower performance than normal solid propellant, and using it for cruise missile booster rockets suggests that North Korea wants to hide launchers. Land attack cruise missiles augment the North Korean ballistic missile force in several useful ways. Instead of focusing mainly on the threat from ballistic missiles, which is challenging enough, the Allies in Northeast Asia would also have to contend with a low-flying, maneuverable LCM threat that is difficult to defend against in its own right. And attacking with both ballistic and land attack cruise missiles offers synergies the North Korea can use to better suppress Allied air and missile defenses. Land attack cruise missiles can enter Allied airspace from unexpected directions, using circuitous flight routes from land, or if launched from sea or air platforms. Assuming a North Korean land attack cruise missile is small enough to be launched from a torpedo tube, land attack cruise missiles could be carried on many more submarines than ballistic missiles, which require purpose-built or modified submarines. Indeed, land attack cruise missiles would be a much more sensible and cost-effective option for the sea-based leg of a North Korean triad than submarine-launched ballistic missiles. Most surface ships also could be fitted to launch land attack cruise missiles, which would be easier to conceal on board than ballistic missiles. Land attack cruise missiles probably can be produced more easily than ballistic missiles. This would make it possible to substantially increase the overall size of the ballistic plus cruise missile force, which would be especially important for boosting conventional war fighting capabilities. Nuclear force size probably would be limited by the size of the warhead stockpile. A large land attack cruise missile force, in conjunction with the existing large ballistic missile force, would also aid in saturating Allied air and missile defenses. North Korea also has the option of developing an anti-ship version of the LCM, although it would have to overcome the challenges of obtaining sufficient long-range targeting data. Thanks for watching and see you next time.